The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and it is Sunday, and you know what that means. It's time for weekly purchases, that time of the week where we investigate what came through the door via DHL, Amazon, UPS, United States Postal Service, Horse and Buggy, FedEx, and of course that old outlaw, that old cagey outlaw, Waylon Jennings, and we wrap it all up into a ball. And I tell you what I picked up this week. We always start weekly purchases off with a little housekeeping for the week, and of course, let's knock that out right now. Of course, Patreon, your best way to support this very YouTube channel. All kinds of bonus content, exclusive content, early access to videos, Q&As, and giveaways over there. John Cena is the month of February giveaway over on the Patreon. So check that out if you want to support the channel and all that fun stuff. And thank you to all the Patreon members, as I say every single week. And I have a Q&A Patreon exclusive video this week, and I have to get questions for that. So Patreon members, stay tuned for that in the old Patreon and get your questions together. But of course, a busy week this week on the channel. They're always busy, and I've been traveling. I've been in Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, Iowa, and then I went down to Kansas City. Check those out in the old figure hunt videos, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But let's recap the week that was. A lot going on the channel. Tigra, Thundercats, Big Bad Toy Store exclusive, the Invisible Tigra. We unboxed that on the channel this week. We unboxed Lion-O, Mumra, Monkeyin, and Cheetara this week on the channel, the toy version, Super 7 Ultimate. So 5 different Thundercat Ultimate unboxings and a lot of Ultimate talk here in weekly purchases as well. So stay tuned for that in the back half of this video. We also unboxed some Super 7 Ultimate Power Rangers this week. So check out those reviews. Very interesting here, especially if you're a Lightning Collection fan, collecting the Hasbro versions or a Super 7. Some comparisons, some contrast, and some early thoughts as we dive through this line. And it might surprise you. It might surprise you. Stay tuned for those as well. A little Zombie Sailor, Heels and Faces. We unboxed the New York Comic-Con toy show, or I guess New York Comic-Con, I guess it was. Heels and Faces Sabu. We unboxed that on the channel. Check that one out. Did a little Batman 66 unboxing on the channel this week as well. Really enjoy that line from McFarlane Toys. Tuesday, a staple, of course, on the channel. Dusty Rhodes and Ernie Ladd got their number called in our Jax Class Superstars video, as we do every single Tuesday here on the channel. We also unboxed a little yellow and blue Power Ranger Lightning Collection. So we unboxed some Lightning Collection and some Super 7 versions of Power Rangers. So definitely check all those videos out. I'd be very curious to see where you guys, what your temperature is for you Ranger fans out there. My dad joined up once again on the channel. I got a few extra videos with my dad up on the Patreon currently from the last couple of weeks. We'll get to them eventually on traditional YouTube, but if you want to see them now, they are up on the Patreon. We unboxed the black and white Dracula plus accessory set with the coffin and everything else. Check that out if you're into NECA Dracula. I think it was like the 92nd anniversary this week of actually that movie premiering. So very timely unboxing there with my dad. We continue on with Action Force. We did like 3 or 4 Action Force unboxings and got a bunch more over on Patreon we'll get to eventually as well. A lot of Action Force stuff and a lot of good figures out of that line. That is a sleeper line, and a lot of people seem to be coming aboard onto every single day. I hear it in a lot of the comments there. We also did some wrestling unboxings this week. We did the Shelton Benjamin Ruthless Aggression figure. We also did a bunch of basics. We had a little basic madness where we unboxed basic versions of the Bloodline and made those basics into Elite. So check out that video there. John Cena got the top 5 treatment this week, as we did a top 5 John Cena Jax figure countdown this week. One of these days we'll do a top 10 Mattel, but I think there was enough meat on the bone for a top 5 Jax. But we'll do a top 10 Mattel down the line. We're dangerously close to, 27,000 subscribers. Once we get there, we will do another top 10, so make sure you subscribe if you have not. And then I did 2 toy hunt videos this week, a traditional toy hunt video, and then a 24-hour challenge where I had to go to a meeting in Kansas City, zip down there to beat the snow, beat the parade, and get back. A very, very long day at the office was that day. A very long day of work, but I did make it happen. I lived through it. I'm here, so hey, something positive came out of it there, so there you go. So there it is. That was the week that was on the channel. A lot going on. Hopefully you enjoyed those videos. If you missed any of them, go back and check them out. A lot of videos to come next week, of course, but I will be in Dallas, Texas. Oh, Dallas, Texas. Beautiful this time of year. Got to be warmer than where I'm at. So I will be down in the Dallas area this week for work and some meetings and stuff. Hopefully I can find time to do some figure hunting. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed on that. But then I will be back late in the week just in time to do weekly purchases, toy news all over again. So a lot going on. No rest for the wicked, no sleep for the wicked either, apparently, these days, but a lot going on as usual. But now let's dive into it. Let's dive into the weekly purchases. Looking like we're probably going to have 3 rounds this week. A very, very busy week this week that I wasn't expecting, but say that every week, it seems like. But let's dive into it. From Target, got a Target online order. Had a little coupon action during the holidays when I pre-ordered these. I got my extra multiple men. So I have 3 multiple men now. I think that's plenty of multiple men for my collection, but I did get 2 more of those. I'm sure a lot of you guys got some of this wave. It seems Target's been shipping them out in the last week. I did go to Walmart. You saw this in the figure hunt. I did get the Vampire Batman. I'm just a sucker for a vampire, apparently, so I picked this one up. This is the Walmart exclusive. On the lookout, that Joker one to match this will be coming out very soon, so I'll pick that one up when I do see it. So there you go. Had that. How about a little Masters of the Universe? We got a little Pigman from the Sunman section. We did unbox Pigman. Pigman? Pighead. Why am I calling him Pigman? We did unbox Pighead on the channel in the Origins line. Now we got him in the Masterverse line. So a very interesting looking one here. Stay tuned for this unboxing down the road here on the channel. And then, of course, on my Kansas City trip, I stopped at one of the country Walmarts, and I've been threatening to get this one. I said, if I can ever find him on clearance, I will pull the trigger. Well, $9. I got my boy Funkops. I don't know what I'm going to do with him, but a very cool looking figure. Had to pick this bad boy up from the Fortnite line. $9, got to get a deal. I thought that worked out well in my favor. And then if you saw, really the highlight of that Kansas City trip is I went to a store called Cargo Largo, and it was like kind of like extras from Walmarts and Targets and other stores they kind of dump old inventory to, and they had some hot deals. Man, if you're looking for X-Pac, that's the place to go. $14.99. They had 50 of him there. Yes, 50 X-Pacs, nobody else. They did have some Alexa Blisses, and they had a lot of Masters of the Universe Masterverse figures, and they were all $6.99. So I did pull out Andra. I got a second version of this for $6.99. I said for $6.99, I'll get it and I'll display her in the other look. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 figure. Now I'll be able to display both versions of her. But if you're in Kansas City area, check out the old Cargo Largo. Sounds like they got some deals for days out there, not just on toys, but everything under the sun. So check that one out if you are so inclined. We did talk about this one earlier. Of course, Shelton Benjamin, the Ruthless Aggression figure. We unboxed that on the channel this week already. I had to get ahead of that one. I couldn't wait to get Shelton out of the package, but that was technically a this week weekly purchases. Got a little extra Masters Universe Origins. We got Roboto and Snake Armor Skeletor. We got both of these guys to the door this week here, so I'll probably unbox these guys together on the channel. Stay tuned for that, but we keep on with the Origins line. One of my favorite lines, of course, bringing me back to my childhood, of course, and then you guys know how I do with that line. Had to get 2, so I had to put them in my MOC Masters cases here. Pick those bad boys up. Link in the description below. Go through Big Bad Toy Store. You can pick these up if you are needing of these. Anyway, so there you go. But yeah, a lot of more He-Man stuff than I anticipated this week here on the channel. And then, of course, Shelton Benjamin. I forgot to show this, but I do have the Shelton figure. But there's a little Shelton right there looking really good. And then we're going to finish off round 1 here with some Lucy. Oh, Lucy. Everybody loves a Lucy figure. I did get some Deluxe Aggression style figures. I did get Rob Van Dam this week. How about a little RVD action? Deluxe Classic Superstars, easy for me to say. Got the Kane from the Undertaker 2-pack. And then I got a little AJ Styles from the TNA Legends line. So 3 different Deluxe Classic figures this week. As you guys know, I'm slowly building a complete collection of these. Got these 3 this week. But the big pickup this week, got to give a shout out to Travis down in Kansas City. We did a little trade ski action. I traded some of my extra Classic Superstars for this. Something I've been needing for a while. Legends of the Ring. I believe Shop TNA exclusive, wasn't it? I believe it was. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the Jeff Hardy. A Jeff Hardy grail piece for a lot of people as one of the hardest to get Jeff Hardy figures. Nothing really too special about it, but very, very hard to get. And then crazily enough, I did get another one from overseas as I got my loose version. So I got this one this week as well. So what are the odds of that, getting this? So this is a very hard to find figure. It does not come up a whole lot. But I did get my loose one, and I got a mint on card one this week in weekly purchases. So there's round 1. Now let's turn our attention to round 2. All right, let's kick off round 2, and this is the Super 7 portion of the show. Super 7, you should sponsor the channel with all this product I'm purchasing from you. It's going to break a man is what it could do, but a big week from Super 7 this week. A lot of pre-orders, a lot of stuff coming in. We talked a little bit about it earlier, but we did get the Thundercats toy versions in. We got Mumra right here. We've got Chitara, the toy version, of course. We got Tigra, the invisible Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Tigra. We got the Lion-O toy version in this week, and then we got the Monkey-In version in this week. So check out these reviews. These are already done. I got after these right away just because I knew I was traveling and stuff. So we have all these done on the channel up and ready. But the hits keep on coming as we got more Super 7 figures this week. We got the Power Ranger lineup. So I got the Green Ranger right here. Got to get the Green Ranger. Goldar. Can't wait to unbox Goldar. We got him there. We got, of course, the Yellow Ranger. We got Trini. And the hits keep on coming. We got the Putty Patroller. Everybody needs the Putty Patroller. An army builder, an expensive army builder, but looks very good. Haven't unboxed this one yet. We'll get to it. And then we got the Tyrannosaurus Dinozord, a big, big ultimate. And I was talking about in the review, possibly the biggest ultimate I've unboxed so far. Very well could be. We do get this one this week. So we got Power Rangers, we got the Thundercats, but we're not done with Super 7. We got more Super 7 this week, as we did get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Super 7 Ultimate Editions. Super 7 store exclusive. However, Big Bad Toy Store does have some supply. Go over there, order them up from Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. Go down there through that link and you can get these. But we did get the Ninja Turtles here, and these are the glow-in-the-dark mutagen versions, of course, of the 4 turtles. So I got all 4 of these as well this week. The hits, they just keep on coming like a young Mike Nesmith there is what it really is. So the 4 turtles, the Thundercats, the Power Rangers, this stuff, the hits keep on coming. And we're not done. We got to go to round 3 of weekly purchases. All right, let's bring weekly purchases home this week, and we got a bit of a grail piece this week. I got something I've been on the hunt for a couple of years now, playing a little of that long game. I wasn't going to spend these crazy prices. Finally had one come up, shot a hot offer. The offer was accepted, so I'm very happy to finally complete my Jakks ring collection. Now, a lot of people say Jakks Classic Superstars. Yes and no. Not technically, as Classic Superstars logo does not come on this. But what are we talking about? We're talking about the WrestleMania ring. Of course, it does have Classic Superstars, Big John Studd and Andre the Giant on there. But I did finally get this ring. I've been wanting it for a long time. Big monster ring, real scale ring, of course, but no Classic Superstars logo on here, but a lot of people do consider it a Classic Superstar, myself included. Very similar. You got a similar logo, but not the same thing. You got Classic. It's definitely a Classic ring, and you got all Classic Superstars pictured on here. It's kind of one of those tweener ones, but finally, after years of tracking this down, finally did get this one here. And we're just all about the rings this week, because that's not it. A little short end here to weekly purchases, but what did I get this week? Finally, from Mattel Creations, I think I really felt like I was the last person in the universe to get this one, as a lot of people have had this already. For whatever reason, mine finally did come. I guess better late than never, but it is the Kane Ultimate ring here, so the Raw is War ring, whatever you want to call it. Very happy to get this one. We'll unbox this, probably do 2 videos, a ring unboxing and a figure unboxing, but very happy to get this Kane. Of course, you guys know I'm a completionist on my Ultimate Editions. I got 1 loose, and then I got 1 mint in card, so I'm very happy to get this Kane, and you guys know I had to get 2 of them, 2 rings. Are you kidding me? But I'm going to have 1 Kane I'm going to leave in the package. I'm still a little bit disappointed about the packaging on this one because it's not official Ultimate style packaging. I think that was a big miss from Mattel there, and we'll talk about it in the review, I'm sure. But I'll have 1 ring, I'll have 1 Kane loose, 1 Kane in the package, and then I'll have an extra ring. So I'm definitely going to sell this ring, try to get some of my funds back. So I don't know if anybody needs a Raw's War ring. Of course, Patreon is going to have first access to that ring when I do sell it, but we'll see what happens there. But very happy to finally get these guys through the mail today. Now if I can just get my Frogmonger. Can we speed up Frogmonger? Where's he? Other people have him too. I just want my frog. I want that frog in my hand. But a very busy week of weekly purchases here. Super 7 really put it over the top this week with a lot of my pre-orders finally coming in and shipping all at the same time. Just the way it goes. It's the way it goes sometimes. So sometimes you got the big week, sometimes you got a little week, sometimes you got a gigantic week, and that's what we got right here. Next week will be interesting. I'm not expecting anything really too big through the mail. I'm not really holding my breath that I'm going to find stuff in Texas, but we'll see what happens. I'm okay with a little light week. It's good on the wallet for sure, especially at tax season right now. I got my taxes done this week too, so hard times. Hard times and disappointment across the board is really what it is at the end of the day. But there it is. That is weekly purchases. How about you guys out there? Where did you pick up this week? You find anything good out in the stores? You pick up anything? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far, you might as well thumbs up this video. Give it the old like. Always helps the channel, helps the growth, helps all that kind of fun stuff when you give the videos the old thumbs up. Always appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. Don't forget about the Patreon, as I said, for this month's giveaway. Q&A coming up here. If you got a question, that's where you put it in the old Patreon. We got all kinds of different stuff, exclusive videos, early access to videos like this, weekly purchases, toy news going up on Friday, of course. You can get early access to those if you want to. And best of all, you do support the channel. And you can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And then don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for another round of weekly purchases, I'm rocking and rolling, strutting and strolling my way to Texas. And I'll see you guys all real soon.